Matterley Basin, MXGP 2020. As you can see, there's been a bit of devastation in the background. High winds at 2 o'clock blew the sky box tower over, which has delayed things a little bit during the today. But there's no snowflakes here and everybody's hands on. So let's go and have a look at the track. Considering 3 storms that we've had in the UK, probably one of the wettest months that we've ever had on record in the UK, it's all go. So let's see how today goes and we'll catch up with you later. So as you can see, sections of Matterley have been left. They've been left to grass over. They've tried their hardest, obviously, to beat the weather, and it does seem to be paying off at the moment. But fingers crossed, with the blue sky behind, it'll be a positive day.
Stormy night, the track was in pretty much an unrideable condition early on, so the decision was made to delay proceedings, and qualifying became a combination of free and time practice.
Yeah, no, it's been a little bit of a strange one so far. Of course, for me, normally you come to the British GP a little bit middle of the season, and now we're here and it's the first GP, so there's a few mixed emotions and feelings compared to normal coming into the first GP, but yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. It's been so far a bit of a wet one. I think now if we don't have any rain, they've shortened the schedule today and tomorrow, I think it can be a good day. Yeah, no, I've had some good races in the mud in the past, but I mean, yeah, here you just have a few more Brits obviously around supporting you because it's the local GP for everyone, and yeah, no, it's going to be nice. I mean, there's no added pressure to me or anything, but yeah, for sure, when everyone gets over the fence for you, it gives you that little bit more motivation.
Early on, Albi Ferrato was one of the guys that was making the pace, but then this guy, the MX2 rookie, number 39, Rowan van der Moosdijk, also started to get his name towards the top. Thomas Cairoli, though, already riding with a wrist injury, went over the bars, and he would only be good enough for 7th place. Mikkel Harup here, the number 11, the lead F&H Kawasaki rider today in qualifying. He topped the charts, and he will start from pole position on Sunday, ahead of his teammate. Jargo Geerts was 3rd, Biel 4th, Muse, Hoffer, Olsen and Beaton your top 8. MXGP qualifying session, the time practice, the first few laps of their free practice training was in near perfect conditions. The track had been drying out, but rain, hail, sleet started to engulf this Hampshire circuit. Tony Cairoli eventually good enough for 3rd place, but Adam Sterry here had to step off of his JD Gunnex KTM, and he will go to the line outside the top 20 places. Prado eventually 19th after featuring early on at the top end, but just left his final lap too late. He missed the cut by about a second when he hit the line, but it was Tim Gajser who will go to the line fastest. Jessica is 2nd, Cairoli, Herlings, Jonas, DeSalle, Jacoby and Everts.
Oh yeah, feel really good. Really fun weekend, the first moto. I didn't get a good jump off the gate, but then I came out on the turn. Won the moto pretty easily. Little mistake at the end there with the lapper, but eventually went on to win comfortable. I'm very happy. The second moto I got a good start again. I was leading for a few laps, and then Rumen came by. He was riding very well, and then I think he got arm pump or was slowing down a bit. So I got around him, had a few places where I was a little quicker, and eventually won the moto quite nicely. Yeah, really happy. I didn't expect it because in Lommel last weekend I had a little injury on my leg, so I didn't know how it was going to go this weekend, but I'm super stoked on this one. Yesterday I liked it, but today it was in perfect conditions for us. Yeah, it's been 14 years since my dad retired here. It means a lot, especially for me. I really wanted to win this one, and I did, so we'll get on to the next one.
Here's what happened the opening round of the 2020 FIA Motocross World Championship season. The MXGP of Great Britain at Matterley Basin. It was Tom Vial on the Red Bull KTM who grabbed the first Vauxhall shot of the season, closely followed by the 172 of Matthijs Brome on the FNX Racing Kawasaki. Talking point of the race though, Tom Vial lost his hand off the handlebar as he cased a triple whilst leading. He couldn't get it started. Jago Kietz found a way through. Vial did rejoin the race, but a couple of laps later lost the front end in the same corner and eventually came home in 6th place, but it was a win for Jago Kietz in race 1. In MX2 race 2, this time it was the other Red Bull KTM, René Hoffer, who held a nice tight line through the inside. They were pretty close though as they did cross it, but it was a Vauxhall shot for René Hoffer. But before he got to turn 2, Jago Kietz was leading. But then Jago Kietz made a mistake here on the exit of the turn before the end of the lap. Hoffer was through into the lead, Jago Kietz was second. And as he challenged the Austrian for the lead, this happened. He lost the front, went down, he picked himself up in 9th place. And then the battle of the Danes. Number 11, Mikkel Hart went around the outside of Thomas Olsen, clearly struggling with that injury, moved him up into 3rd, and around the same time Vial took over the lead from Hoffer. Checkered flag went out though to Tom Vial. Hoffer came home 2nd, Hart 3rd, Jago Kietz 4th, and Olsen was 5th.
Yeah, I feel really good. It was a really nice weekend for me. I had 2 solid motos. It's a little bit a shame of my crash in the 2nd heat. But for the rest it was really good, 1st and 4th as far as 1st overall and with the red plate, so I'm really happy and I'm looking forward to next week in Valkenswaard. It's actually my 2nd to home GP, so I'm really looking forward to riding there with the red plate and hope to do good there.
In MXGP race 1, the mad dash down to the first turn was as frantic as ever. But it was Jeremy Seewer who grabbed the first Vauxhall shot of the campaign, closely followed by Jeremy Van Hoorbeek, Tim Gajser, but those two came together at the bottom of the first downhill. Gajser would pick himself up and rejoin in 30th, but he was already on the charge to 13th before the end of the first official lap. Herlings led the way. Battle for 2nd though looked like this. Seewer making a bobble. Mitch Evans for Team HRC found his way around the outside of the Swiss rider. It was Seewer who repaid the favour, got himself back into 2nd. As Gajser then made this move on Prado. Prado found his way back past briefly, and then Gajser in the end had to work hard to get back past to find his way into 7th. He then fell on the final turn, challenging Koldenhoff. Herlings went on to win the race from Jeremy Seewer and Mitch Evans. Cairoli and Dessau were your top 5. MXGP race 2, and this time it was another Yamaha, but that was the SM Action MC Miliori rider, number 29, Henry Jacobi, who just stole it from the 222 of Cairoli and Gajser. Gajser leading before he got to the 2nd corner. Cairoli was in a good position, so too was Herlings, and at the same time, Herlings was up into 2nd with this pass on his teammate, Cairoli. Seewer though couldn't fend off the challenges of the Gas rider, the standing construct Gas rider, as he surged eventually up to 6th position with moves like this on Mitch Evans in the latter stages of the race. Tim Gajser went on to take his first race win of the year. Herlings was 2nd, Cairoli 3rd, Paul and Natal your top 5. The overall belonged to Jeffrey Herlings though, his 87th Grand Prix victory. Gajser came home 2nd with an 8-1 scorecard, and Cairoli with a 4-3 was 3rd overall. Between those top 3 riders, 16 world titles, 200 Grand Prix wins and 341 podiums, and Cairoli equals Stefan Everts' 166 podium tally.
I'm happy. It's a good way to start off the season, right? With a win, so all good.
Feeling okay. We can be better, but I'm really happy about how the weekend went. My condition physically is not the best. A lot of problems. Actually, my shoulder feels better, but my knee is getting worse from the problem, the crash I had in Lommel a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So I'm a little bit trying to regroup and take it easy the first races and see what we can do.
Sure, I mean, like, you are working hard during the winter to reach that goals. I mean, to win the races, to win GPs, and it was nice to win the second one. Obviously, in the first one I had a little bit bad luck, crashing twice. But anyway, overall I would say I take a lot of positive things from this weekend, and yeah, heading into next one in Valkenswaard.
Duncan, though, did weather the storm. She took full advantage of a few back markers. She crossed the line more than 5 seconds clear of Pappenmeyer, and Van der Vault came home in third. But it was Duncan who was victorious here in Matterley this weekend. Round one.
Yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. Obviously coming in to go 1-1. Yeah, it's kind of couldn't ask for too much better. Start of the season, obviously there's a lot of unknowns. Haven't raced for 6 months, so. And I think, you know, the conditions today were difficult, especially yesterday with like the hailstorm and stuff going on, and then obviously today getting the first moto of the day. Those conditions you can lose championships, so to walk out of here with the full 50 points, I couldn't ask for too much more.
Matterley Basin has done the UK proud again. Opening round of the MXGP, what a round it's been. The racing has been absolutely immense throughout. All the classes have been just so close to call, and all the riders have been going for it. Against all the elements, you know, we've pretty much had everything over this weekend. Just look at the track. Crowd's been mega, ground's mega, racing has just been absolutely epic.